would like to do the work? Yes. What did you write?
I wrote that I'm angry with my son for being so weird because he makes me worry about him.
Yeah. So, sweetheart, would you like to step into my parlor? Okay.
I want him to be someone other than he is and to be like other kids.
Yeah. And honey, I want you to look out at the audience, okay? How many of you have had that thought about one of your children? Okay. You know, there are no new stressful thoughts. They're all recycled. Every language in the world. And we're still stuck on the same old mythology. So start at the top again, and thank you for your courage.
I'm angry with my son because he makes me worry about him by being so weird.
So he makes you worry about him. Is that true? You know those people you worry about? They make you worry about them. Is that true?
No, it's not true.
He makes me worry about him. How do you react when you believe that thought?
I feel like I want to throttle him.
You want to change his behavior. And then throttling comes to mind. Because you've asked him, threatened, told him. How many of you recognize that? Would you raise your hands? Okay, that's how governments think. If I can't personally find another way, how can I expect governments to? Because you can change this world. So close your eyes and imagine your son in that situation. Who would you be without the thought? He makes me worry about his behavior.
I'd be more present. I would have a lot more fun.
Yeah, witness what he's doing. That could be a lot of fun. So let's turn it around. I'm angry at myself because, and read it.
I'm angry at myself because I make me worry about my son.
Yeah. So give me an example of how it is you make you worry about your son.
I'm always thinking how his oddness is going to impact further down the road.
I have another example of that turnaround. He makes me worry about him. Turned around, I make me worry about him. Okay? An example there is he hasn't asked me to worry about him.
No.
He hasn't said, Mom, worry about me. He makes me worry about him. Can you find another turnaround? I make him. Parents, listen up.
I make him worry about him.
When I believe this thought, he makes me worry about him. What's really going on is it's like when I believe the thought, I point out all the behaviors I consider weird just in case he missed them. That is how fear is passed on. So specifically one.
When he's playing with other kids and I hover and I try to correct and try to guide him into doing what I think would be the right thing, the more normal thing to do.
Yeah, in front of his peers. Can you find another turnaround?
I make him worry about me.
Yeah. Give me an example of how you make him worry about you.
He sees me crying sometimes.
When he doesn't live up to his mother's expectations?
I try to hide what it's about, but I know he knows it's about him.
Because you've pointed it out. Okay, Angel, let's look at the next one.
I want him to act like other kids.
Is that true?
No.
Consider that.
No, I don't.
And notice how you react when you think this thought and you believe it. I want him to act like other children.
Well, hopeless, because it's not going to happen.
So notice in that situation, who would you be without the thought, I want him to be like other kids?
I'd be a lot happier, because I'm a very lucky person. I'm very lucky to have him.
I want him to act like other children. Turn it around.
I don't want him to act like other children.
Give me an example of that.
Because he's kinder than other children, and I don't want him to ever lose that.
Can you find another turnaround?
I want other children to be like him.
So give me an example.
He has so much fun.
It's beautiful to see him clearly. Let's look at the next one.
He should know what to do to fit in.
He should know what to do to fit in. Is that true? Do any of you know what to do to fit in?
I don't know if it's true or not, but I still really wish it. I wish he knew.
To fit into what? Your idea of who he should be? Or how he should act?
So he doesn't stand out as much among a group of peers.
Why do you want him to fit in? What do you get?
Because it makes me worry less.
Yeah, so why use him to worry less? I mean, you're using your child as I want to worry less. Stop that. No, I don't care about you, actually. I want to worry less. Read it again.
My son should know what to do to fit in.
Is that true?
No, because he wouldn't be him.
And turn it around. I
should know what to do to fit in.
Yes.
Heavens. That sucks.
Okay, in that situation, I should know how to fit in to their world. Okay, so I witness and I watch without my story. I'm starting to fit in. And I'm not saying anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm just witnessing. And what I begin to see is they're all doing fine. I was the only one with the problem. I'm the student here. And as a parent, we have a right to that, especially when we're believing thoughts like from a 3-year-old, 4-year-old level. In other words, we learn them so young, and we're still holding them today. But then we tell our children, you should fit in. I can't do it, but let's not talk about that. The next one.
I don't even want to say it anymore. My son has to be who I want him to be. He has to be less weird.
Your son's weird. Is that true?
Yeah.
Your son's weird. Can you absolutely know that it's true, that it's your son that's weird? I mean, this is a weird world. He could be the only living master on the planet. Or the only honest, authentic person on the planet. Your son is weird. Can you absolutely know that it's true? Your son is weird.
No.
And notice how you react when you believe that thought.
Sad and scared.
Who would you be without the thought?
I'd be more like him. I'd be happier.
So turn it around. My son is weird. What is the opposite of weird?
My son is normal. Ish.
So my son is normal. Does he eat?
Yes.
There's one. So give me another example. He's playing with children where he's normal.
He's running around, whooping and yelling, with a big old stick in his hand.
And does he hit anyone with it?
No.
He's having fun. He's uncensored. Maybe that's what normal looks like when a person's free. Mm-hmm. And maybe if they have a lot of wisdom, they don't listen too closely to us. Then as we get a little saner, maybe we begin to have more in common with the free people. Let's break for lunch and then finish this when we come back.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for your courage.
We really don't know anything more than you have what you describe as a weird son, and I've fallen in love with him. So.
And how many of you falling in love with her as well? Yeah. Yeah, well, open your eyes again. Again, how many of you? Yeah. So you closed your eyes again. Okay, it's like, really? And then, so let's try it again. And then it's, take it in, we are you. Okay, again, how many of you are, and over there? Yeah, that was a lot to open to that. Yeah. The world is perfect. It's what we're believing out the world that could use a little work. It's like, do what I say and you'll see that I'm right. Okay, it's like, ugh. There's something off here and it's him. But what if there's something off there and it's coming from this? After all, I am the one that am feeling off. I am the one that's seeing what is off. So why don't I look to I? It's that direction. When you look at the history of humanity is not serving us that well. We can do better. Read statement number 1 again.
I'm angry with my son because he makes me worry about him by acting so weird.
This is how to get what you want and when you're experiencing number 1 again. Read your shoulds turned around, your advice turned around.
I should stop yelling.
Yes, when I perceive my son that way as being weird, and I'm upset and angry, I should stop yelling.
I should stop being weird.
You should stop being weird with your child in front of those other children. So you see, if you look at your wants, needs, and shoulds, when you turn those around to the self and the other, you have your prescription for happiness. You have exactly your inner experience of how to deal, specifically how to deal with your life in that situation again. Read your shoulds again.
My son should stop yelling.
Your son should stop yelling. Is that true? Now, when you close your eyes, remember, meditation, you close your eyes, my son should stop yelling. Is it true? Oh my God, I see that smile on his face. I see the other kids are bothered. I'm bothered. He's not bothered. My son should stop. Is it true?
No, it's what he needs to do.
And notice how you react when you think the thought he should stop yelling.
Tense.
Okay, look at it. Okay, close your eyes. Tense. Embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
You see how it's becoming all about you?
Mm-hmm.
Embarrassed. Mortified.
Angry at him.
Now feel the emotions that come with that.
Guilt. Yeah.
Now with your eyes closed, look at him again. You see him? Who would you be without the thought, my son should stop yelling?
I'd be the mom of a really happy kid.
Yeah. Which isn't that closer to reality? Reality. Gosh, am I successful? Yes. I'm the mom of a really happy kid. My son should stop yelling. Turn it around.
My son shouldn't stop yelling.
Give me an example. Why, in that situation, should your son not stop yelling?
Because he's having a damn good time.
Which is more than you can say for yourself. It's like, stop yelling, then you'll be happy. He's already happy. It's like, stop yelling, then I'll be happy. Isn't that truer? At his expense.
Mm-hmm.
My son should stop yelling. Can you find another turnaround?
I should start yelling with him. Sometimes, maybe I should.
Yeah, he may have a lot of secrets that could serve you. When we're believing our thought and our mind is closed, we miss the real teacher, the master. Okay, sweetheart, continue to read.
My son should do what the other kids do.
Is that true?
No.
The next one.
My son should stop being weird.
Is that true?
No.
He's weird. Is that true?
No, he's him.
Yeah, he's perfectly normal for him. And when you look at no matter what you've said and done, it hasn't changed him.
That's for sure.
Maybe, he's still smiling. The next one.
My son should calm down.
Turned around.
I should calm down.
And notice he's having a really good time.
And then the last one, my son should know what to do to fit in.
What I've heard so far, he fits in perfectly.
In his world, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So turn it around.
I
Should.
should know what to do to fit in his world.
Like that one. You could go home and say, honey, sit down with me. And if he's able to, you might say, tell me about your world. I've been opposing it so long. I don't have a clue. And I want to know you. What's it like?